Listen to me carefully. Problems are not the enemy. Problems are opportunities in disguise. The bigger the problem you face at work, the bigger the platform you're being given to grow, to shine, to prove that you're more than average. Most people run from big problems. They see obstacles and start complaining, start doubting, start making excuses. But the real secret, the real winners lean into problems. They step up when everyone else steps back. You've got to understand this. Big problems are the universe's way of testing how bad you want it. If you can't handle pressure, you can't handle promotion. If you can't deal with obstacles, you'll never reach opportunity. That's the law. So the secret to solving big problems at work is not about having all the answers. It's about having the right mindset. It's about saying, I may not know everything, but I'm willing to figure it out. I may not have the resources, but I'll find a way. I may be tired, but I refuse to quit. Stop waiting for things to get easy. Stop waiting for someone to rescue you. If you're serious about solving problems, you need three things: discipline, creativity, and resilience. Discipline to keep working when the solution isn't obvious. Creativity to see possibilities when others only see walls. Resilience to get knocked down, get back up, and attack the problem again from a new angle. The reason most people stay stuck is not because the problem is too big, it's because their effort is too small. They let fear shrink their vision. They let frustration steal their focus. But you've got to attack it with everything you've got. You've got to stop saying, why me? And start saying, try me. Every problem at work, whether it's a tough project, a difficult boss, or a failing system, carries within it a seed of greatness. And if you water that seed with persistence, focus, and passion, it will grow into your breakthrough. So the next time a big problem shows up at your desk, don't run, don't panic, don't complain. Smile at it, because that problem is not here to destroy you. It's here to promote you. The bigger the problem, the bigger the reward on the other side. That's the secret. When you walk into work and see a big problem staring you in the face, most people immediately feel fear, stress, or frustration. But let me shift your perspective. What if that problem isn't here to stop you, but to set you up? What if that challenge that feels so heavy is the very thing that's about to elevate you? See, the truth is this: the size of your problem determines the size of your opportunity. Think about it. Nobody gets remembered for solving small problems. Nobody gets promoted for doing only what's easy. When you step up and tackle something that others are afraid of, you separate yourself. You're no longer just an employee, you're a difference maker, a problem solver, a leader in the making. The people who get paid the most, the people who rise the fastest, the people who have the most influence at work, they're the ones who lean into big problems while everyone else runs away. Now, let's be real. Big problems will intimidate you. They'll make you question whether you're good enough, smart enough, or capable enough. But here's the secret. You don't need to have all the answers when the problem shows up. You just need the courage to engage with it. You just need the willpower to say, I may not know how right now, but I'm going to figure this out. That's the beginning of growth. Understand this: every problem is an opportunity for growth in disguise. When a system breaks at work, it's an opportunity for you to create something better. When a project is failing, it's an opportunity for you to step up and rescue it. When a team is struggling, it's an opportunity for you to show leadership and unite people. The question is not whether you will face problems, it's whether you will see the opportunity inside them. Most people want success without struggle. They want recognition without responsibility, but that's not how it works. You don't grow from comfort, you grow from challenge. The big problem you're facing today is actually training you for the position you've been dreaming about. It's preparing you for the raise, the promotion, the influence, and the impact you say you want. The problem is the price you must pay for the level you're chasing. So stop running from problems, stop complaining about them, stop wishing things were easier, instead embrace them. Look at the problem and tell yourself, this is my chance, this is my moment to separate myself from the crowd. Because the bigger the problem, the bigger the spotlight. And when you solve it, people will remember your name. At the end of the day, the workplace is full of people who avoid problems and very few who attack them. The ones who attack them are the ones who rise. And if you're willing to do what others won't, lean into the challenge instead of backing away, you will be the one who turns big problems into big opportunities. When most people face a big problem at work, the first thing they think about is what they don't have. We don't have enough money. We don't have the right tools. We don't have the right people. And because they're focused on what's missing, they stop before they even start. But the truth is this: the secret to solving big problems isn't about having all the resources. It's about having the right mindset. Listen carefully. You can have all the money, the newest technology, the biggest team, and still fail if your mindset is weak. At the same time, you can have limited resources, limited time, limited help, and still find a way to win if your mindset is strong. Mindset is the foundation. Mindset is the driver. Mindset is the difference between giving up and pushing through, between excuses and execution. Discipline is part of that mindset. When the problem doesn't get solved in one day, will you keep showing up on day 2, day 3, day 10? Because most people quit when the solution isn't immediate. But the ones with discipline, they keep grinding until they figure it out. They stay consistent when others get distracted. They put in the extra hours, they double, check the details, and they do the uncomfortable work. Discipline turns impossible problems into solvable ones. But it's not just discipline, it's creativity. You can't always solve today's problems with yesterday's thinking. You've got to be willing to see beyond the obvious. Creativity is what allows you to look at the same challenge everyone else is staring at, but see a new angle. It's the ability to ask, what if we tried it this way? What if there's another approach? Creativity takes limitations and turns them into innovation. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in business and work didn't come from unlimited resources. They came because someone was forced to think differently, and finally, resilience, because here's the reality: you will fail along the way. You will try something that doesn't work. You will hit roadblocks, face setbacks, and maybe even get embarrassed. But resilience is what allows you to take that punch, get back up, and swing again. Resilience is refusing to let failure have the final word. A resilient mindset doesn't crumble under pressure. It gets sharper, tougher, more determined. So when you're staring at a big problem, stop obsessing over what you don't have. Start focusing on what you do have the ability to think, to grind, to adapt, to bounce back. That's worth more than any budget or resource you could ask for. The right mindset will always outperform a bigger budget with the wrong attitude. The people who rise at work, the ones who earn respect and trust, are not the ones who always have the perfect tools. They're the ones who show up with the right mindset. They don't say, "I can't." They say, "I'll figure it out." And that's why when problems come, they're the ones who win. Let's be real. Everybody wants the promotion. Everybody wants the recognition. Everybody wants the corner office or the title. But not everybody wants the pressure that comes with it. You cannot expect advancement without adversity. You cannot expect leadership without responsibility. And you cannot expect promotion without pressure. Pressure is the test. Pressure is the filter that separates the average from the extraordinary. When the heat turns up at work, deadlines are tight, projects are falling apart, tensions are high. Most people crack, they complain, they panic, they shut down. But the ones who can stay calm under pressure, the ones who can think clearly while others are breaking down, those are the ones leadership notices. Why? Because if you can handle the weight of today, it proves you can handle the responsibilities of tomorrow. Think about it. A diamond is nothing but a piece of coal that survived pressure. Without pressure, it stays ordinary. But under pressure, it transforms into something rare, valuable, and unbreakable. That's exactly what big problems at work do for you. They apply pressure, and if you embrace it instead of running from it, that pressure will transform you into the person ready for the next level, But let's get practical. What does handling pressure really look like? It looks like staying disciplined when the deadline gets moved up and the workload doubles. It looks like stepping in to lead when the team is frustrated and falling apart. It looks like keeping your emotions in check when things don't go as planned and choosing solutions over excuses. It's easy to shine when things are smooth, but real leaders are forged when things go wrong. The truth is, pressure reveals character. Anybody can look good when the waters are calm, but who are you when the storm hits? Do you crumble, or do you rise? Do you retreat, or do you lead? When you rise under pressure, you send a signal to everyone around you. I can be trusted with more. That trust is the seed of promotion, and let me be clear, promotion isn't always about titles or money. Sometimes the promotion is influence, respect, credibility. Sometimes it's the freedom to make decisions or the chance to take on bigger projects. But none of that comes if you avoid pressure. In fact, the very thing you're praying for, working for, dreaming about, it's often hidden inside the pressure you're trying to avoid. So the next time work feels overwhelming, the next time the pressure feels too much, remind yourself, this is the training ground. This is the test. This is the moment that determines whether you stay the same or step into something greater. Because pressure is not here to break you. It's here to build you, and when you learn to handle it, that's when doors of promotion will open that you never imagined possible. Pressure creates promotion. Embrace it.